So when it comes to your online business, you need to have a plan on how you're going to be running your business and how you're going to be measuring success in your business. So you need to come up with a plan. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can plan for your online business. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rudo and I help you get clients and sales in your business so that you can increase revenue in your business. So as you already know from the title that this video is all about online business plan. So why would you even bother planning out your business? Why even bother, right? So it's really important for you to come up with a plan, because when you don't plan, you've all had it. Not having a plan is a plan to not succeed, right? So you need to have a plan so that you have a clear indication of what you need to do in your business for you to get that success in your business. So think of a plan as like if you're making a big trip, right? You come up with a plan of how your trip is going to be, right? You have your GPS, which tells you which way to go, right? Whether you're going to be turning right on the next traffic light, whether you have to continue on for 1 kilometer or whatever, right? It gives you that guidelines of what you need to do for you to get to your end goal, where you want to get to, right? So if it's that for that trip, the end goal is for you to reach that final destination. And if it's for your business, the end goal is for you to get that success in your business, depending on how you measure success in your business. So if it's you getting more leads, that's getting a lot of leads in your business, how are you going to get to that point? And if it's for you to get sales in your business, how are you going to get those sales in your business? So you need to have a plan in place for you to be able to reach that goal that you have in your business. So that's why it's really important for you to come down with a plan. It doesn't have to be a very big, elaborative, 100 pages business plan or anything like that, right? It can be just a 1 page. You just take a piece of paper and write down these key points I'm going to be talking about, so that you can just have a little guideline, right? An outline of what you plan to achieve in your business, so that you have something which guides you through the process of you getting to that final destination where you want to get to in terms of success in your business. To start off with, you need to think of what is your why. What is the reason why you're getting into business, right? So that why is so personal to you, right? We all have different reasons why we're getting into business, besides, we all want to make money. So let's not lie to ourselves, right? We all want to make money if it's a business. The main purpose of a business for it to generate revenue of some sort at the end, right? So we're talking about income generating business right now. We're not talking about non-profit and all this stuff, right? No, we're talking about a business which wants to generate some sales and revenue and money at the end. So the main purpose of that is for you to make money. So, but besides that, what is the reason why you're getting into business? So you have to think of that. So the reason why you need to have a strong why, a strong reason why you're getting into business, is for you to have something to hold on to when you're facing those challenges in your businesses, right? There are going to be times when you face some challenges where you just want to give up and throw the towel, like, I'm done. This is not working, right? But when you look back to your why, to the reason why you started this business, it gives you that extra push for you to keep on fighting through those obstacles that you might face in your business, that way you keep on going and reach your success. So your why can be anything. It can be, I'm doing this business for me to have more freedom with my time, to choose when I have to wake up. I don't have to wake up early or whatever, right? To have that freedom of scheduling what I want to do, when I can take vacation. Or maybe it's for your family. You want to bring a better life for your family. You have kids, you want them to grow with a better life, kind of stuff, right? So whatever your why is, it's all different to each person. What is the reason why you're going to business? So you need to come up with that and write it down, because you're going to be referencing that back when you face those challenges, when you need that extra push to keep on going, when you don't feel like going, when you feel like giving up. So that's the first part where you have to think of. So do some search down to see why is it that you want to make this business successful. So that strong why will push you further and further and further. So now get into what your business is all about. So you need to come up with what are the products you're going to be selling? What are the services you're going to be providing, right? So you really need to write it all down. Even when you know it in your head, write it all down. What are the services I'm going to be providing? What are the products I'm going to be providing? And what are those products or services supposed to do for the end consumer or your client that you want to attract with those services, right? So you have to really understand, what does your product or services do for them? What are the benefits? Is it solving a problem? Is it meeting a need? Even if it's for entertainment, right? We all need a laughter, right? Because, you know, good laugh keeps you healthy, right? Apparently. So we all need all that, especially during this time. We all need to have a good laugh to just, you know, lighten up the mood. So whatever it is, it needs to have a purpose. What does it do? What does it do to your end user? Why would they need that in their lives, right? So you need to come up with that. So once you know all those benefits of your products and services and what they do or the problem they solve, you need to then think of the person you want to attract in your business. Who is that ideal client for your services or products, right? So you have to think of everything when it comes to your ideal clients. So you start off with thinking of what's their demography, right? So their age, their gender, and all the stuff, where they're located and all the stuff, right? So after you do the demographic, you also need to think of the psychographics in terms of what are they in the at the moment, right, for them to need your product or your services. Where they have any struggles they're struggling with, or do they have the problems that your products or services solve? So those kind of stuff, you have to write it all down, right, to say, okay, my ideal client, the person who's going to be perfect for my business, who's going to benefit from my product and services, have these things going on in their life. They have these challenges. If it's like you're selling a weight loss program, they're overweight at this moment, they're struggling, they're having problems with their knees because they can't walk up and down the stairs, and if it's like a jacket, right? Why would someone buy a jacket? So you can be saying, oh, they're living in a cold area. It's going to be winter coming up soon. I already saw some snow out here in Edmonton. So you can start thinking of that, right? What's really going on in their lives? Why would they need your products, right? So not just the demographic and their location. You need to also think of what is the problem they're facing that your product or services will solve, right? So being in a cold area, being cold, not wanting to be cold, not wanting to end up having flu and all this stuff, right? Those are reasons for someone to buy a jacket, right? And wanting to be all fashionable, you're going to buy a nice jacket, which is so fashionable that you're actually going to be looking good in it, right? So you need to now start thinking of all those people you want to attract. Who's going to be buying that product or services, and why do they need it? So you need to write it down. So all understanding your ideal client will come into hand when it comes to your marketing plan. When you're coming out with your copy, whether it's your product copy on your website, or whether it's your ad copy, or even your social media posts that you're going to be creating, you need to understand your ideal clients so that you can speak their language. You can tell them what they can benefit from your products and services. So really understand your ideal client and write it all down. Just do a brain dump and then pick on what's the most important thing. So after you know who is your ideal client, you're now starting to think, who is the competition in your market? Who has their attention right now? Who are the other big players in your industry? To start thinking of all the, like, it could be like big influencers in your industry, big brands in your industry, to have a look to see what are they providing, how are they meeting the needs of the same ideal clients that you have, what are they lacking in terms of meeting those needs for your ideal client. That way you can come up and fix those problems where there are shortcomings, right? You can come and then improve in that area. So you need to understand your competitors. You need to understand people in your industries, not just for as competitors, but also for you to learn on how you can improve on your products and services. That way people will be happy. So it could be something, you go to the big brands and look at their social media comments and everything, right? See what are people saying in those comments. What do they like? What are they not happy about those products or services? What can you do for your products and services to make it much better so that you can position yourself well? That way you can stand out from all your competitors, because everyone sells the same thing, right? It's the same thing with coffee. Think of the big brands of coffee. McDonald's sells coffee, Tim Hortons sells coffee, Starbucks sells coffee, but what is it that makes them stand out, right? So when you understand how you can stand out, how you're different from all your competitors, you'll be able to then you focus on your own audience that you can target, and then you differentiate yourself in some way, right? Whether it's your branding, your messaging, or the way you make them feel, the community and all the stuff, right? So you have to think of all those points and write it down, because this is how you end up differentiating yourself and standing out in the market. So you really need to understand your competitors in the market. Then after that, you need to understand, what do you need to in your business for you to be able to operate your business, right? Do you need a website? Do you need your social media platforms? So it would be really good for you to create your social media platforms in those areas where your ideal clients mainly hang out in, right? So you need to also think if it's going to be e-commerce, what kind of e-commerce platform do you need? Do you need a big cartel? Do you need to have like a Shopify website or Squarespace? So you need to all think of all those stuff, right? Even graphics that you need in your business, payment gateway, all those stuff, you need to write it all down. So if you're going to be shipping things, do you have the shipping supplies, your inventory, all those stuff, right? If you need to create digital products, you need to think of what do you need in your business for you to be ready, for you to be successful. That way, when you open your doors or when you are running your business, you have everything that you need, everything all set up. So write everything down, what you need in your business. Now that you know what you need in your business, you have set up all your websites, your social media platforms, you know your competitors, you know what you're offering, you know your ideal client. Now you need the big game plan, your marketing. How are you gonna get in front of those people that you want in your business? How are they gonna find out that you exist, right? So that's when you need to come up with a marketing plan. So with a marketing plan, you need to think of what are you gonna be doing? Are you gonna be doing organic marketing, where you'll be using your social media, posting on social medias, talking to your ideal clients, and then inviting them to book calls or inviting them to make purchases or anything like that, right? Or are you going to be running ads? Do you have a budget for ads? How much are you going to be spending? So you need to think of that when it comes to your marketing. So especially when it comes to finances, you need to think of how much do you have, how much money do you have, right? So what's your starting budget? So depending on how much money you have, that's going to determine which strategy you're going to be choosing, right? Whether you're going to go for the organic, which will take a lot of your time to work on that, and also whether you're going to be using ads depending on how much money you have and where you're going to be running those ads as well. So that's the part where you need to think of what is going to be your marketing strategy on that. So I also do have a video where I lay out every step on how to come up with your own marketing campaign. So you check this video up so that you, and I also put it in the description down so that you can check out on how you can market your business. Because if no one knows you exist, you're not going to get any customers, you're not going to get any sales. So people need to know that you exist, so you need to know how to market. So when you market, you also need to be growing your email list. So email list is really important, because even if you don't have a budget, if you're relying on all the social medias, right, you are at the mercy of the algorithms, right? But if you have built in your email list, the email list is the one thing you actually do have more control over. So you have to also prioritize building an email list as well as you grow your business. So I hope all these tips will help you to start planning your business so that you can plan for success. So if you have any questions, just leave them below. I'm here to help you out. Or if you're wondering how you can build your online business, which is more tailored to you, just reach out in the comments and reach out. So I hope this will help you be successful, because when you plan for success. So if you like this video, make sure you don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification button so that you don't miss any other videos like this where I share business tips on how to grow your online businesses. So I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.